with a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready, set.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson vacates quickly left side. On the run, deep down the left side. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, it's Richardson. Coming in the goal line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 yards. It's
Motion a receiver left. To the air on 3rd and long. Waddle makes the catch. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is a Dolphins first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 from the 43. Putting the tight end in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Give now to the running back. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Tag. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now a give running right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 inch. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Forced out to his right. Looking deep down the middle. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down, but you know how you could tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with him, flows right with him. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. His foray up the middle, nets about 3. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Third and long, they're going to throw. You just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Richardson on 1st and 10. There's a screen for Giddens. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 26 yards there. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On the double.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down.
Working inside the red zone. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their early lead to 8. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push the lead to 2 scores now.
16, Dolphins 7.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And they just get the play off. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 16-7 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get up.
Lone back gets the handoff. Will be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. Ready?
Play fake, it's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, Colts, let's go. Red, 38. Set.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
The play fake, he'll throw.
At the 39-yard line.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
On 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt.
It's 3 and out.
Oh, first time for everything. He's bringing this punt out of his own end zone. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
70 Ranger. Go.
Play action. It's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Nineteen Tiger. 19 Lion. Ready.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. To the right. It's pulled in by Palmer. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again.
Here we go.
But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now a give on the counter. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's completed right side. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The running back gets it on the draw. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil.
Ready,
2nd down now. They need 7.
set up. 7-5. 70 Lions. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Bronco 80. Check go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Buying some time left. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Go.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation. And now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
Ready. Set.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's got to gain a 6 there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Throwing on 2nd. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Trying the right side. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
They give it to him again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Has it downfield working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Blaster, stick, steal, black. Check, hut.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Second and 6. At the Colts 41-yard line.
Second down pass play coming. Finds him on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line. Second and 10.
Here we go. Red, 38. Red, cycle. Check, go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Taking a chance to the end zone. Catch is made in close. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
The kicker on for the point.
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Josh Downs to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
7 Pirates, 7. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll throw it. He rolls to his right. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or 2 lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
Ready?
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
Watch out now. 52. Ready?
The give here on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Double 38. Slide through. Smash, red, hut.
They'll air it out on third. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts push their lead further to start the half.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts push the lead to 2 scores now.
Dolphins 14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set.
Right up the gut. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Down. Yellow, 43.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Colts take over as he records his 10th career INT.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Shot. Roll. 60, go.
Here's the handoff. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throws this one deep down the right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Ready up.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Green set. Set, hut. Spike. White. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
17.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
18-yard
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd.
Here we go. Black. 90. Gold green.
And motion the tight end over.
Set, hut.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Red. Yellow. Set.
Working now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Set. Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Handoff on 2nd and short. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready. 30.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Hut, hut.
Waddle makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Ready. Set.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th.
On the set.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 5. Yellow. 22. 6. Mega. Hut.
They're throwing it. On target to Waddle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to just 2.
Dolphins 21.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Jump off caught by his back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Here's a dive up the middle. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready.
It's a design run for Richardson. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
That was a beautiful picture, Kate, of stop the run on the way to the quarterback. 3rd downs, I don't mind a draw call. You're thinking pass. You want those defensive ends to come upfield. But kudos to that whole defense to stop that run on the way to the quarterback.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. That's on target to Pierce. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Tag. 60.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Headed out right. He's got it inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Warrior 70.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Could that penalty come back to haunt him? It's another 2nd and goal. Play action, it's Richardson. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts push this to an 8-point game. partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts push the lead to 2 scores now.
Colts 30, Dolphins 21.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
50, green. Ready?
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. He finds a man. That's caught. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Miami.
1st down from the 42.
Ready, set, hunt.
Here's a throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 33, yellow, hunt.
They are throwing it again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Dolphins.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yellow. Set.
They'll throw it. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Dolphins at a 2-score deficit. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set, ready. Yellow, 40, 43 round. Ready.
Now looking to throw. He's got it. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he's got it in the end zone. The conversion is good. They're back within a single point here in the fourth. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Rolling out to his left. Going deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Good for a Colts.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hurt. Tag. 70 Lions. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Get it. Liking, hey, go.
Back to throw. Vacates quickly left side. Taking off with it again. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
12 yards on the pickup.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw it. Buying some time left. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he will score, and with over time left, that should clinch the win. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead to 8.
Colts 37, Dolphins 29.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Drill green. 45. White. Ready.
Setting up to pass. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Red, cycle. Ready, rescue. Black, yellow, Edo blue. Set, go.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas.